All right. Can I be honest with you? I'm really nervous-sighted right now. It's a word my wife uses for nervous and excited. I don't know if she invented it. Probably not. But yeah, we're less than 24 hours away from the launch of Ravage Star. I am tired. And not necessarily because of Ravage Star, because I've been having some other sleep issues, which I'm getting taken care of, so it'll all be fine. So it's left me tired. There was just a time change yesterday or this weekend for us, at least here in Ontario, Canada. And I've been working with tons of painters just to paint up Veil Touched and Amari and more Gorkog, and I've been writing rules like a maniac and trying to play test and getting all this ready because I'll be honest with you, Ravish Star is kind of a big deal for us. I felt like I was in the middle of working. I just felt like I had to pick up the camera and I wanted to talk to you kind of for real. I didn't even put a mic in here. It's just me holding the phone. And the reason Ravish Star is such a big deal, like I don't know if you know much about MiniWarGaming, but we've been operating for a little over 16 years now. All five of my kids were born after we started MiniWarGaming. And so when we started it, we thought, we'll make a really good online store and we'll have videos that promote that store. Years later, we shut down the store because it just wasn't doing well enough. And we went all in on videos, and that turned out. It's funny because each step, the community has always been the reason that we survive. Because all we have to do is put up a video and say, guys, we're struggling. And you guys just jump in and you help so much. And I'm not saying we're struggling right now, although we've put a lot of time and money into this project. What I'm trying to say is, you guys are awesome. And you're really the reason that we're doing this. Like, of course, it's a business, trying to put a roof over my kids and feed them and clothe them and all of that stuff too. But really, it's like this is obviously a passion for us. I've been playing miniature war games and role playing games since I was a teenager. I've been writing rules for all sorts of stuff since that time as well. Nothing professionally until writing the 60 or 70 narrative campaigns that I've done for 40K and AOS and some other games too. But like, just it's always been something I love to do. And so as we've gone through our mini wargaming history, like a few years in, we were struggling with the store. I put up a video basically saying, in that case, it was Games Workshop that said you couldn't sell online anymore. They've changed that since, so that's good. I don't want to bash Games Workshop or anything. It's just that's what happened. And we said, hey guys, we're not going to be able to stay in business just with the way it's going unless people become Vault members. And then within 6 months, for the first time in 6 years, we were out of debt. We had enough Vault members that we were able to sustain ourselves and hire employees and all of that. And it was just so awesome. And over the years, it's what it's been like. Just you guys, the community coming together and just showing how awesome you are. And so Ravish Star is such a huge passion project. It started off, of course, as just making some miniatures that you could use in other games like Warhammer 40K, but it's evolved beyond that. The two new factions are releasing, the Amari, the Space Dwarves, and the Gorkog, the Space Bugs. They're really not proxies. You can use some of them for proxies, of course, for other games, but they're not designed to be a one-to-one proxy. They're really designed to be their own thing. Heck, we even decided to do the Space Dwarves before the Votan were even announced. We have a video we put up showing renders of stuff just to prove it, because we were like, no, this is not meant to be that. This is just, we really wanted to get into our own universe. Of course, inspired by other ones that we've played. But this is like, I want you to realize this is kind of the beginning of a new stage for mini wargaming, and one that I'm super excited and I really hope works. Because if Ravage Star does well, that'll give us the funds necessary to start developing other games, to develop other miniature lines that are really focused on just trying to create new experiences and a whole lot of fun. Because I have all these ideas brewed in my head for rules, for stories, for universes, and maybe one of them will click eventually and become the next Star Wars universe or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. Games Workshop started off pretty small. It became what they are today. Maybe that'll be us in 30 years. I have no idea. It's a journey, and I just love that you guys are here for it. And what I mean by that, I'm not just trying to be gushy and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like, even writing the rules, I didn't realize how well this would work to just put the rules out to you guys and get your feedback. And the number of really cool ideas that I got that I never would have thought of myself just shows that there's really a passion in this community for this kind of stuff. So in less than 24 hours, we're launching this. I'm not sure if you've already seen it, if you're interested, but if you want to be part of this journey, Then there's an 8-day campaign that we'll be running, and that's really going to determine how all in we are into this kind of stuff. And don't worry, we're still going to keep making videos of your favorite games and our favorite games like 40K and AOS. That's not going anywhere, at least not anytime soon. Even if this was wildly successful, we would still keep doing that for years because it's such a big part of the community. Games Workshop has been such a huge part of growing the miniature wargaming market, kind of like how Wizards or whatever the name of it, I can't remember the name of the first companies that made Dungeons and Dragons and all of that. Just such a key part. So it's such a big deal, and we want to keep that relationship going with them while making our own stuff, while continuing to cover that, going to Adepticon and Nova Open and Gen Con and all sorts of other conventions, and just meeting you guys. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm very tired, and so this video is kind of all over the place. I don't even know the whole purpose of it except to encourage you to go check out the campaign. But really, it's more than that. It's just like, as I was sitting there, and I was just like, this is awesome. You know, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm nervous, I'm worried. You know, if this doesn't do well tomorrow, then, you know, what does that mean? How do we figure out what we're going to do next? There's all that stress. And, you know, I've got, like I said, 5 kids to feed. And that's not me trying to be like, hey, buy it because you got to help feed my 5 kids. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just more like, it's real, right? It's real stuff. It's life. It's crazy. Never thought that in all of my life that I'd be here designing rules for a miniature game that has just awesome looking miniatures. Like all these veil touched, which I just love a lot of these here. I know this is super high quality camera work going on, just me holding the camera. And the Amari, like look at that massive dwarf army. And yeah, just really cool Gorkog stuff. Dave and I are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. So if you want to join us for that and be part of the launch, then check that out our YouTube channel as well. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say. I think I've rambled on long enough here. But thank you so much. Whether or not you support us tomorrow in the campaign, thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much if you're subscribed, if you comment, if you're a Vault member, anything that you've done to help with this community, even if it's like helping other YouTube channels and them grow because you like them more than us, or I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's just it's such a fun community, and all the people that we gotten to meet and work with has just been a joy and a blast. And I like when I remember that, because sometimes you can get just too stressed out and too tired and too in your own head trying to make sure that everything works. So thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Happy wargaming.